Hey, what's up everybody? It's another action figure review on my channel. Today we're going to be looking at the Marvel Legends 2020 Retro Series Jonah Jameson. And it's a pretty cool figure. I mean, I heard a lot of people say it was trash, but I like it quite a bit. But I didn't have the original one, so, maybe that has something to do with it. Anyways, it doesn't really matter because any Spider-Man collection has to have a J. Jonah Jameson, and that's where he comes in mine. He is my only J. Jonah Jameson, like I just said. Anyways, let's get into his accessories first. So, first, he comes with this vest, which comes on the figure. If you've seen any of the images, you know this. And honestly, he's probably supposed to be wearing his vest the whole time, but I took it off, and personally, I like the way it looks better without the vest. But, that's just my preference. If you want to put it on, you just move his arms back like that to demonstrate. Boom. And you can sort of get them in the holes like that, and you gotta just play with it, and boom, it'll get on there. And obviously the way you take it off is just the exact opposite. So there's how he looks with his vest on. I'll probably just leave it like that for the rest of the video. Other accessories we get, oh shoot, yeah, well, for his right hand anyway, we get this pointer finger hand. It is pretty good. I like the sculpt. You can see all the fingernails and everything, the wrinkles. And this one moves up and down. It's the only one that moves up and down. The others move side to side. So that's cool. We get a fisted hand for his left, right there. Fingernails again, looks good. And we get two newspaper gripping hands, or something else hands. Yeah, two newspaper gripping hands, and yeah, they look good. You got the fingernails once again. I don't know why I'm emphasizing so much on the fingernails, but anyways, we get this rolled up Daily Bugle. It is pretty much the same thing we got with the Gwen figure here. Here is the one that we got with the Gwen. You can see the Gwen one up top is a little bit more bold, and I honestly think the one that came with JJ looks a little better, but just my preference. Yeah, so you can see how they compare. It's the same sculpt and everything. And probably my favorite accessory here, we get this Easter egg filled paper. Now, it's got all these really cool things about it, or really cool things about like Spider-Man characters and stuff like that on it. So, if you want to read it on there, you can pause the video and do that. And if you want to read it right here, you can pause the video and do that. But I'm probably gonna go over a little bit. Up here, I love it. It says Wilson Fisk, criminal past, ? I like that quite a bit. Oscorp not guilty of fraud, so Norman Osborn's probably got some ties, some ability to avoid the law, but anyways, don't want to spend too much time on that. But I do like it. It's just it's kind of laminated. It feels like a plastic type paper. We've all felt it before. I don't know how to explain it. It would probably rip if I did it, but of course I'm not going to try that because why would I? I got a little tiny crease right there just from getting him to hold it, so be aware of that. So in terms of the figure himself, we'll take a look at the head sculpt, and I like it a lot. It is the same one that we had before. Even though I didn't get that figure, I know it's the same one. You can see his flat top hair up here. That is just weird. And you can see his sides, they're all white. I think some gray would have looked good on there. I really do, because his shirt's white. I think the gray would have provided a nice contrast, but it still looks good. His ear, his little obnoxious screaming face, you know, looks very good. And those eyebrows, I like that expression a lot. Get some nice wrinkles in there, and that chin. Yeah, it all looks good. So, getting under that, you can see we get the vest. He does look really good with the vest too. I just personally like him better without it. Yeah, there's the neck, and we get the collar around there. We get this tie that's kind of spread out, you know, as if he's running at somebody, you know, bossing him around or something. I believe this is a whole new upper torso. We've had suited bodies with these pants before, but I believe this is a whole new updated, yeah, upper torso. So, yeah, we get nice sculpted buttons there. Would have been nice to have paint on those, like we got with the Peter B. Parker on the zipper, but it still looks good. And we get the little holes there, pocket, nice wrinkle detail. And then on the back, it's this darker brown. We get a nice strap here. Would have been nice if that buckle would have been painted, but it's still cool. We got the wrinkles, and here you can see there is his shirt, like that. You got the wrinkles there, and right here, wow, he's got really like veiny forearms, like a muscular dude. I mean, he's not like a superhero. Anyways, his cuffs up here look really good, rolled around his elbows. I think that looks really good. He's got more wrinkles right here, and it's the same on the other side, more wrinkles. That hand, and like I said, we've seen these pants many times on suited bodies. Here are the Luis pants. It's the exact same sculpt, just different paint. And they didn't paint the belt on the Luis figure, but we got a nice paint on here for the Jameson. And yeah, they're nice gray, brownish color, like a mix between brown and gray. And his dress shoes right here, they look good. Boom, boom, peg holes, and you get that pattern around there, you know. And we got the serial number. There's his butt, and boom. So from behind and from the front, just like that. So anyways, for the articulation, his head, he can look up very far. I like that. Look forward, turn side to side, and he does get a little bit of the tilt. His arms can move outward that far. He gets more than the T-pose, bicep swivel, single jointed elbow. That's probably my biggest gripe with the figure. He could be so much better with double jointed elbows. I found myself, you won't even believe how many times I found myself and I was posing this guy. I'm like, God, I wish he had double jointed elbows for that pose, but nope, single jointed elbows. And he has rotation here, and the wrist turns side to side, and they all hinge up and down, except for the pointy finger, the pointy finger hinges up and down. This one hinges side to side, I guess. I don't know. Ab crunch forward that much, and of course he can look up enough to, he's pointing at you, but he can look up enough to compensate for it. Boom. And he will move back that far, and the vest doesn't hinder it at all. It's the exact same without the vest on. Waist swivel. Legs move outward that far. I wish I could go out just a little farther, but I mean, come on, it's Jonah Jameson. Forward, and if you want to get him sitting down, you can do so. Upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees right here. The ankles, they move down, they move up, and he does have the pivot right there, which is great for posing, of course. And to get him into a pose, I like this figure quite a bit. I really do. I wasn't actually that hyped for it. This is one of the rare instances where I wasn't that hyped for a figure, but then it, the more I've like messed with it and everything, the more I've enjoyed it. Honestly, I do. I really like posing this guy around, and he's definitely essential in any Spider-Man collection. Oh shoot. I always forget size comparisons. Why don't you ever remind me? Goodness gracious. Here, if I can get him to stand here. That's usually not a problem. It's just with the camera in front of me. Boom. And so you can see he's standing at, goodness, about 6.5 inches. And here he is next to another kind of suited body. I mean, they're not the same, different upper torsos. Like we mentioned, Luis right there from the Luis and Ghost 2-pack. And the recently released Marvel Legends 2020 Peter Parker. So, boom, boom. Anyway, as I was saying, I like this figure. I'm glad to have him in my collection. He was actually short compared to the other figures. That's kind of weird. I didn't actually notice that. But yeah, I'm really happy with this guy. I wasn't actually that hyped for it because I saw some other reviews saying that it was kind of junk, and I like it. So I don't know what they were talking about. Anyways, 8 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10. Bye.